Welcome back to this commentated roleplay for Morrowind Rebirth, following the adventures of Assemmus Timsar-Dadisun. In the previous episode, Assemmus arrived at Pelagiad and has frequented the halfway tavern and has spoken with a few of its patrons, including the innkeeper. He is just warming himself by the fire a moment, but is now going to continue his conversations with the patrons of the inn, and then, as I believe it is getting towards the evening, forage for some food and find a place outside of the settlement to rest, as is in line with his character and our role-playing rules. So, let us continue. Good day, sir.
Outlander.
I'll be happy to help you, stranger. I'm Nelos Onmar. People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. You don't mind answering a few questions. Interesting. Now, are there any particular rumors I should be aware of, Nelos? Ah, yes, I see. I believe somebody else has also noted this indiscretion by the Imperials. Would you have any advice for a newcomer? Looking for work? Question mark. Not much around here. Better head to one of the towns to the north, Balmora and Alderun. Try the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, or head for the big city, Vec, to the east. Yes, I am actually en route to Balmora, but I am also interested in perhaps joining the Mages Guild one day. I have some skill in the magical arts, but I'm very much a novice. Do you have any other interesting nuggets of information that could be useful, Nelos? Why is the temple so upset about this Neververine prophecy? Crazy old gentlemen wandering around the ashlands and staring at the sun, talking to themselves. Big deal. Lord Nedavar is coming back to save Morrowind. About time, I say. Where was he when the Empire walked in here and took over? Indeed. It seems as though their presence here is quite substantial, Nelos. I'm interested in learning as much about the lore of this land as possible. Would you be able to fill me in, Nelos? Town and city Dunmer live either in the metropolitan style of Vivek City, the urban style of towns like Aldrun, and the imperial style of recent settlements like Caldera. Interesting. So there are different architectural styles to these settlements. I see that Pelagiad is distinctly imperial in character. I wonder how you feel about that. But for now, may I ask you about your trade, Nelos? I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. But lovable as I am, some people get upset with me, and so I must fight, purely in self-defense, you understand. Indeed, that is my principle as well. Treat others as you wish to be treated, and do not instigate any conflict unless it is put upon you. I like light armor and short blades for self-defense. Indeed, that is my preference too. Heavy armor and heavy weapons just tire you out. Oh, have you tried developing your skills in the magical arts? That may be a useful way of defending yourself. But I train with various different weapons types and armor types, so I can improvise when the situation demands it. Indeed. I am starting to hear more and more about this Nerevarine character. Would you be able to fill me in a little bit more, Nilos? Yes, I believe I've heard this particular description before, but thank you for the information, Nilos. I believe that is good enough for now, Nilos, but thank you for your time, and keep warm by the fire. The weather outside is not clement presently.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Samir. A moment, please. Hello, Assemmus Timsar-Dadisun. I'm Samir, and this is the village of Pelagiad, a little piece of the Empire right here in the heart of the Dunmer East. Are you looking for someone in particular? Not particularly, no, but I would like to learn a little bit more about the area and about you. Would you have any particular information, stories that may be of help? It says the Emperor has repealed the war tax. Wow, that is always good news. We've heard nothing official here, but it's about damn time. We haven't had a war in 10 years. Seems as though further evidence of the Imperials taking advantage. Would you be able to provide me with a little advice, Samir? If you're heading into the back country, always carry a couple of restore health, restore fatigue, cure disease, and cure blight potions with you. Yes, I would do, but unfortunately I am new to these lands and I can really not afford to spare the coin. I shall bear that in mind, Samir. Thank you. Would you have any other interesting nuggets of information, Samir? Yes, I've had a number of people and residents having noted this before. Thank you. My knowledge is slowly growing of Morrowind, but I would always like to learn more. Would you be able to impart any of your knowledge, Samir? Worn out weapons and armor work poorly. Prepare them yourself if you have some skill, or take them to a smith for repair. Yes, I don't believe I really have the requisite skill. My skills are much more in the magical arts, see. It seems as though you may be acquainted with the magical arts, judging by your clothing. May I ask about your trade, Samir? I am a sorcerer, through my mastery of special disciplines of the college conjuration. Interesting. My private studies of the outer realms and their powers and principalities. I have learned to summon and command their denizens to do my bidding. You should be a little bit careful about that. I have some natural aptitude myself in the College of Conjuration. However, you must be aware of its illegality. I do these things for coin, or to suit my own interests. I also am an enchanter. I also have interest in this area. Enchanting items for my own use and for the use of others. My skill with enchantments also makes me more efficient in using enchanted items that I collect on my research expeditions. How interesting. Once I am more settled, I should like to embark on a few of my own research expeditions. I have some knowledge of alchemy, for example. I'd also like to learn more about the different locations in the area. Thank you, Samir. I believe I've taken enough of your time. You must be keen to return to your research. I shall bid you goodbye. Have a good evening, Samir.
Probably
Speak
nothing.
now or leave now.
No need to be rude, Anassi. Just a moment. Anassi listens, Anassi hears. May I learn a little bit about you, Anassi? Anassi does nothing important. Neither do I. Seems as though we are both in the same boat, so to speak. Do you have a trade, Anassi? Anassi is a monk. How interesting. In mind and spirit, Anassi is a student of the hidden mysteries of the unseen world. Yes, I have a keen interest in mysticism, Anassi. Perhaps we may speak at length by the fire sometime. In body, Anassi is a student of the ancient martial arts, the Reign of Sand style of home. I would be interested in learning more about this particular martial arts style. I have some skill in the unarmored ways of defending myself, but I could always use more knowledge in that regard. When Anassi must defend herself, Anassi prefers claw and close and wears no armor, because what Anassi does not have, Anassi cannot lose. An interesting philosophy. Wherever possible, I try to avoid conflict. However, if not, I then rely on my magical arts. And if the worst comes to the worst, I always have my dagger. But this particular style does sound helpful. I hope it serves you well, Anassi. What has your time in Pelagiad been like, may I ask? Yes, I hear it is a pleasant place, but one that is very much run by the Imperials. Thank you for your time, Anassi. Good day. I hope I am not loitering where I should not be, Lady.
I only have a few moments.
Very good. Just a moment of your time, Lady. New around here, huh? I'm Ladia Larugrius. Interesting. You looking for someone in particular, or some specific place? Or looking for some service? Not particularly. However, I am interested in learning about the people of this place, of Pelagiad. May I learn a little bit about you, Ladia? I'm Ladia Flarugrius. I do a little of this, a little of that. I see. Keeping your cards close to your chest. A wise move. The Foyada I've heard some information about. Would you be able to fill me in a little bit more? Interesting. Foyada means quote-unquote fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep, harsh, dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. Yes, I think I've heard about this, but pray continue. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have a good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, we use them like roads when travelling over land. Seems like it could be quite a risky venture. I hope you take care when travelling, Lydia. It seems as though you are an Imperial. May I get your views on the Imperial's position here in Vardenfall? Indeed, indeed. You all seem to have a very high regard of the Imperials. But what of this Imperial cult? I see. Yes, I do intend sometime to visit the fort of Pelagiad. Thank you. Would you have any interesting information? Any rumors, for instance? Yes, I've just heard that downstairs there. Let us hope, for the sake of the residents of Ardenfall, that this rumor is correct. Would you be able to provide me any advice, Lydia? Yes, yes, I've heard this too, but thank you. And any other interesting secrets? Indeed, indeed. One can always learn something through discourse. But pray, would you have any information about Morrowind? I do find it most interesting. Ah, yes, that is good practical advice. Thank you. Yes, I sensed earlier you did not wish to really speak about your trade, so I shall restrain my curiosity. And I think perhaps, considering you said you only had just a moment, I shall leave you to your duties. Goodbye for now, lady.
This better be important.
It is 5 p.m. So I believe Assemmus would be venturing a little bit further, but not too long. I imagine he would be getting a little bit tired by now, having travelled from Seydanin to Pelagiad and engaged in quite a lot of discourse. But for now, let us continue. Open door to Pelagiad and Bestine Ents Trader. Good day. Good day, Mabestian. I'll be happy to help you, stranger. I'm Mabestian Ents. People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. We don't mind answering a few questions. Thank you. I am not currently in the market for any food, but information. The Imperials seem to have quite a presence here. Would you know anything about the Imperial cult? Ah, yes, I see. Thank you for that information, but I've heard it before. Would there be any rumors that could be of interest, Mabestian? No, I see, yes. I believe I've heard this before too, though. Any advice for this newcomer, Mabestian? Yes, I've heard this warning before. It seems as though one does not have to venture far in order to get into hot water, so to speak. Would you have any more secretive nuggets of information, Mabestian? Yes, I've heard about this danger. It seems as though they also have a somewhat malevolent presence here. But what of Morrowind itself? I am trying to learn as much as I can about the law of this land. It interests me greatly, you see. Yes, I've heard of these different houses. Redoran, Halalu, and Telvanni. I believe Telvanni was the house that concerned the magical arts, but I may be mistaken. However, I should like to visit each of these houses and learn more about them in time. Thank you. And how is your trade here in Mabestian? Yes, thank you. I shall bear that in mind. I don't believe I shall be purchasing anything at this time. But how do you feel living here in Pelagiad? Yes, everybody seems to say it is a pleasant little village. That is good to hear. I shall not take any more of your time, Mabestian. Take care. So there are a few different places. Not sure I have spoken to this particular individual. Do not seem interested in speaking to me. Julalian. Pleasant. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you, stranger. And you, Julian. Are you planning to be in Pelagiad long? And you'll want to know where the services are. Oh, thank you, but I am not particularly here for that purpose. However, I would like to learn a little bit more about Pelagiad and about yourself, if possible. I see you are an Imperial. How do you feel about their presence here? Yes, indeed. I've heard this before. And what of the Imperial cult? Do you have any knowledge of this, or perhaps you may be a part of it by interest? Indeed, yes. This Yugfar. I should like to meet them. Would you have any particular rumors or any other bits of information that could be of use? Indeed. That seems to be quite a popular story circulating. Not a surprise, really. And any particular advice? Ah. Yes, yes, indeed. One must be prudent in the work one chooses. Do you have any more secretive nuggets of information, Jalalian? Someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. Yes, indeed. I shall certainly not be attacking anyone or initiating any conflict myself. You can be assured of that. And what of any specific law guarding this place? I am new here, you see. About 50% of Vardenfall's inhabitants are Dunmer. The other half are Red Guard, Breton, Nord, Altmer, Dunmer, Bosmer, Imperial, Khajiit, Argonian, and Orc. In roughly equal proportion. Interesting. Are you a scholar yourself, Jalalian? Seems as though you have quite a good knowledge of the different peoples here. And what of your trade, Jalalian? Ah, this makes sense. You are a travel agent. Well, for now, I do not believe that I wish to be traveling to any specific destinations with a companion. However, I shall certainly bear that in mind. To have real
Let's hear it.
use for any armor. Ah, you crit. To make your acquaintance. Hello, Dark Elf, looking for hired help. Well, not for now, but I shall bear that in mind. Thank you for your time, Lucret. Some form of weaponry or armor again, judging by the sign. The smith. What do we have here? Abel the alchemist. This could be an interesting place to visit. Good day. Abel,
So what's this regarding?
Just a moment of your time, if I may. I know I am getting a little bit late in the day, and I imagine you wish to be shutting up shop soon. Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelagiad long? You want to know where the services are? Oh, yes, but for now I am more interested in learning about this place. It seems as though you are an Imperial yourself. Are you part of the Imperial cult, Abel? Thank you for that information, but I've heard that before. Would you have any interesting rumors to impart, Abel? Indeed, indeed. I imagine that would be of much use to you, Abel. Pray, would you have any advice for this newcomer? Thinking of setting yourself up as a mercenary or questing hero? Well, certainly not. Not much call for that around here. I would hope not, Abel. Rats and the occasional bandit are our only problems. Yes, I imagine the Imperials run a tight ship, so to speak. Would you have any more secretive information, Abel? Indeed, indeed. This seems to be an important principle here in Vardenfall. I shall do my best to honor it. And may I learn a little bit about your trade? How is business here, Abel? I am an alchemist. Alchemy is the process of refining and preserving the magical properties hidden in natural and supernatural ingredients. I sell potions. I also sell the various kinds of apparatus alchemists need to make potions, and buy and sell ingredients. Yes, I have already started to accrue and study some of the plants and fauna here. Perhaps I may have a little look at your wares just for interest. Interesting. Perhaps if I accrue enough, I may come to you and buy some of your equipment. We have the calcinator, water and pestle, and a retort. Yes, they are quite expensive presently, so I may have to come back at another time. I may also come back to purchase one of these potions. In fact, I may do that before long, but I shall leave you for this evening. Good day. Quite a pleasant little location down there. Excuse me.
Say your words.
Ah, the Guild of Mages. However, it is getting late. Perhaps that could be a place to visit on the morrow. For now...
What was that?
Perhaps one could retreat down to here and find a place to rest. I wonder if this particular person may have a moment to speak.
Mathera.
Good day. Welcome, Outlander. What brings you to Pelagiad? Can I help you find a specific place? Not particularly. I am simply new here, and I was trying to look for a place to rest. I think I shall leave you in peace for now, but perhaps we may speak tomorrow. Good day, or good evening, I should say. I think we shall be cautious there. Perhaps a little further along here. This could be a place to rest. Seems reasonably safe. Perhaps a little bit further away. I don't believe that the residents there would want me too close. I believe they could have been a farmer of sort. Yes, perhaps here. Should be able to give some cover from the elements as well with these 3 rocks. Right. Well, I don't believe there are any food items. That is the only problem. Maybe anything to forage by the river here. Without disturbing one of them. Let's see. It's a bit further along, perhaps. Perhaps not. Unfortunately, it may be that Assemmus has to forego his evening meal tonight. And quite a night it is. So, I believe he wouldn't be bathing tonight. He is bathed last night. So, I believe just to take off his shoes tonight, keep on his shirt and trousers in order to remain warm. And to say his evening prayers. Just by the river here for a moment. Very good. And prayed to his ancestors. It's now time to rest. Let's go for a long rest. Not a particularly comfortable one, but it will have to do. I imagine that Asmus is well used to such an environment. Oh dear. Not pleasant at all. However, I believe this could be a good place to just take pause for this particular episode. And we shall return in the next episode with the objective to frequent the Mages Guild. That could be a very interesting little tangent. It'd be interesting to discuss some of the magical schools of them, particularly the enchant and alchemy. Well, the enchant college particularly, but also the College of Mysticism, both areas that Asmus has a keen interest in. However, for now, I'd like to say thank you for joining me, and I shall see you in the next installment. Goodbye now.